Now, Anthony, you're very familiar with Ryan Thompson. What can you tell us about him?
Ryan Thompson is one of my best friends, actually. We've been friends for a long time, man. Since we were amateurs, we came up we fought our pro debuts really close at the same time. He's 6-4 as a pro. He just recently completely uprooted his family, his two kids and his wife, and moved from Sioux City, Iowa to come train at McDoyle's with me and the rest of the team. He's made that ultimate sacrifice. He moved them. His kids are older too. They're 6 and 7. He's committed and he's focused, and I don't think you get any more focused than that.
So knowing him and have been around him and seen his growth, what would you say is one of the big advantages that has helped him coming to McDoyle's? What has he improved on the most?
I think just finally getting that real coaching. He's got someone steering the ship now. He's finally got people behind him. He never really had a good team behind him, previously in his career. And he's got that now. He's got people telling him when to be there, what he's going to be doing. There's no questions. He just shuts his mouth and does it. And that's what he needed. He needed someone to direct, his training. But he's got a tough test tonight. Tate Wright. Tate Wright has been around a long time as well. And, he may be 0-1 as a pro. He had a lot of amateur fights, and he's got a really good ground game.
And, it's worth noting Tate Wright is a 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu fighter. 10th Planet out of, is there a gym in Lincoln or is it in Omaha?
I believe it is in Lincoln. I believe it's in Lincoln. Tate Wright did fight his pro debut, I will know, against Matt Williams, who's also on the card tonight. And if I remember right, Matt Williams is 7-3. It's an extremely tough person to fight your pro debut against.
Absolutely.
So it may say, a 0 and a 1, but there's no shame in that one loss. Matt Williams is an extremely tough competitor.
Yeah, and what a lot of people don't understand is, records honestly don't mean a lot, because I know guys that have phenomenal records and they fought on, good shows, but they're always handed somebody. Maybe it's their home show, so they get handed an easy opponent.
Right.
So whether somebody's 0-1 or 10-0, that record doesn't really speak much about them. Sometimes that 0-1 person can take out a 10-0 person, because it just depends on where they fought, who they fought. Like you said, where they've trained. It does make a difference when you're a guy like Ryan Thompson to finally be in a gym and have somebody say, you're going to be here at this time, you're going to do this, as opposed to training yourself and kind of being an independent fighter. It's tough.
It's a huge difference, and you can see the difference in Ryan, and that's just, that's me putting a little bit of myself into my commentating. I see it. I've seen the growth, but behind the scenes, who knows what Tate Wright's been doing, So, as I always say, we're about to find out.
So being Tate Wright, and Tate's in the black shorts with green, yellow, and red trim, and then Ryan in the black shorts with yellow trim. Would you say that since Tate is a 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu guy, that's going to be his strength, that the Jiu-Jitsu is going to be his game, or not necessarily?
I think that's going to be his game plan. Ryan pushes forward. The one thing about Ryan Thompson is that he doesn't back up that often. He doesn't. He has a tendency to get wild. He lets his,
That was a slip.
He has a tendency to get wild and let his punches get wide. And I think that, I don't think Tate Wright wants to deal with that. But who knows? Maybe he's been working on his hands, and so far this looks like it's going to be a stand-up battle.
Tate seems to be working the legs pretty good, which, with Ryan training at McDoyle's in a Thai boxing
nice right
gym,
hand by Ryan Thompson.
I would imagine, leg kicks are part of the everyday regime.
Every day. Up until just a couple days ago, I believe that Ryan Thompson's legs were black and blue just from training.
Yeah.
Nice Superman punch. Looks like there's a pretty good feeling out process. Ryan Thompson's keeping his hands a little low. I'd like to see him, keep his hands up a little bit. Tate Wright looking for the big punch. can't tell if that was a trip or if Ryan was hurt.
It looked like he was going for a single leg and then kind of like an ankle pick and then pushed.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really see from my angle.
Ryan doing a good job of covering up here.
Tate looking for an arm bar. He was going for the old school arm bar.
Ryan's got the single leg. Tate doing a good job of defending and throwing little peppering shots there.
Well, that's the other thing that people don't realize. When you're going for, a position like that, those little peppering shots are what distract them or keep them busy while you're, getting ready to make your move, make them think about something else. And
they help in the transitions, and that's what a lot of guys don't understand. Tate looking like he's looking for a neck crank here. This in a long
he's
time.
Got that leg figure forward and looking for a neck crank. I was going to say I haven't seen.
If I'm Ryan Thompson here, I got to slide my head out and get my left arm around the waist. And now you get your head out.
Looks like
Ryan ends up on top.
Tate's going for what they call mission control in the 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu system. And from tight arm bar, and he could transition to a triangle there too. So that's a dangerous. There's the arm bar.
Slam. That's tight.
That's pretty tight. That's really tight.
No,
really
tight.
Tight.
Ryan's out. Got his head out.
I wasn't sure for a minute there.
That was
popped.
Dangerous. That was dangerous.
Tate
Wright doing a good job landing some big punches.
Yeah, he's dominating the transitions too. He's staying all over. Just when Ryan starts to look like he's going to get a position, then Tate's already moved and countered it. But Tate really hasn't done any real damage when he's had him on the ground. He's always
anything big yet, but they're scoring.
But the peppering shots are scoring, absolutely.
If I'm Ryan Thompson here, I need to shoot that underhook and I need to get to a hip. Tate Wright looking for a choke here.
Tate looking for that neck crank again. I can't really see from this ankle, but it looked like. Or has he got a?
Looks like it's a Darce.
A modified. I was going to say, was he going for a kind of a modified Darce? I couldn't see from this angle.
Good job defending on Ryan Thompson's part. Tate Wright is just all over him. He's ruthless down there.
And those are nice elbows. There's not much you can do about elbows coming down like that. And if he doesn't do something,
Ryan's
the ref's going to stop
get out
it.
Of there. The ref is looking.
A lot of those are landing on the forearm though.
Yeah.
A lot of these punches are just hitting hands.
Yeah, a lot of those are arms.
Except for that last one.
There's a big one there at the end.
That might have been a fight finisher. I think he was out. I think he knocked him out at the bell. I'm pretty sure he knocked him out with that last punch.
Not really sure what's going on here. He looks like he knocked him out with that last punch right there at the end of the round.
Due to TKO loss, your winner out of the red corner, Tate the